Do calisthenics skills build muscle? I get this question in so many different guises. I may post a video on L-sits and somebody will ask if that will build blockier abs. Similarly, I get questions about if the muscle up will build a wider back. But the question is fundamentally the same. Will doing the skill allow my muscles to grow? And it's very understandable why people may think this, because when you see calisthenics athletes, many of the times they're doing some form of bodyweight skill. In fact, I'd argue that this is one of the most surefire ways of identifying a calisthenics athlete. And if their body is on display with all the Instagram muscles catching the right lighting, it can be easy to draw the conclusion that they did the skill and then the muscles followed, whereas the opposite is more likely to be true. Today, we're going to be digging into why calisthenics skills are not the best way to be building muscle, and actually what you can do to build muscle through calisthenics if that is your goal and your modality of training. Let's get into it. How you doing, Cali Crowd? Welcome back to the channel that makes calisthenics simple. Jumping straight into today's video with the first reason for why calisthenics skills will not be optimal for letting you build muscle, and that is isometrics. Most of the gravity-defying bodyweight skills we see across the YouTube sphere are static holds, which, while impressive, do not do much in the way of progressive overload over the long term. For example, in a skill like the handstand, which does require a lot of shoulder and core strength, after a certain point, there's little in the way of muscle growth as we become more proficient in the movement. Somebody that can hold a 10-second handstand against the wall will probably have all the muscle that they need to hold a 30-second handstand in free space, as our bodies, being the efficient thing that they are, understand that there's no need to waste energy putting muscle towards something where there's no need for more of it. We can actually go one further and take a look at the people who are arguably probably the best on this planet at building muscle, and that is bodybuilders. I defy you to find one bodybuilder that has developed their physique using just isometrics. Without the use of concentric and eccentric exercise, isometrics alone just won't be enough for muscle development. Now, you may challenge this and consider a skill like the muscle up that isn't an isometric, or flows where an athlete may move from one calisthenics skill seamlessly to another. Surely that would be a good way of building muscle, right? Well, that's actually a really great segue to the second reason why calisthenics skills may not be the best way for everybody to be building muscle, and that is just they're too damn hard. So backing up for a second, if we ever want to build more muscle, we can pull various levers in order to do this. One of those levers is time under tension. Putting our muscles under tension for a sufficient duration of time and increasing either the time or the tension is a great way to do this. So taking the muscle up from our earlier example, most people just will not have the right level of time or tension to create the right environment for muscle growth, especially when this can be directly compared to the sort of muscle that could be built by doing straight pull-ups or straight bar dips separately as standalone exercises. Now, you could make the argument for slower muscle ups with no explosive pull or kipping, but there aren't many people that could hit slow muscle ups for multiple reps. You see, one of the things that makes calisthenics skills so desirable is that they are this difficult. For example, if I personally do a single freestanding handstand push-up, I know I'm going to have to rest for a while before I can do another. And actually, it's probably really important to define the difference between the calisthenics skill and the calisthenic exercise. Because if you put me up against a wall, I can do handstand push-up for reps and sets and arguably build a lot of muscle through doing that exercise. The fact of the matter is that for the large majority of the population, calisthenic skills just will not allow us to accumulate the level of volume that we need in order to build hypertrophy. So if we actually flip the question and ask, well, if calisthenic skills don't build muscle, then why are calisthenics athletes so muscular? The thing that I think is really important to understand here is that the calisthenics athlete likely built the muscle first and then learned the skill, not the other way around. In order to even have the right to do most of the calisthenic skills, there must be a base level of strength. And while there is often a skill component in play, the strength can only be brought to bear if we have the sufficient muscles to actually do the thing we've tasked our bodies to do. People that can do front levers, for example, tend to have extreme proficiency with weighted pull-ups, but we see the photo of the perfect front lever and assume that it was the lever and not the pull-up that built those sexy back muscles. With calisthenics, we're also presenting our bodies with a very interesting challenge. Namely, to build muscle so that we can do the thing, but also stay light enough so that the thing doesn't become too difficult. This, plus the fact that most bodyweight exercises are compound movements engaging many muscle groups, encourages a very lean physique, which actually gives the appearance of larger muscles by virtue of those muscles being more defined. Another thing to mention here that I really don't think gets the credit it deserves is time. It can be easy to look at the silhouettes of a typical calisthenics athlete and see that they all look similarly muscular, but we also must consider that the amount of time that has gone into developing those calisthenic skills and the muscles that have allowed them to unlock those skills have taken a long time. So how can we build muscle with calisthenics? Guys, I want to be very clear here in what I am not saying. I am not saying that you cannot build muscle through calisthenics. What I am saying though is that calisthenic skills lack many of the attributes necessary for muscle growth. If the goal here is to reconcile building muscle through bodyweight training, but also learn the skills that have arguably made bodyweight training so famous, then the good news is that you can do both. The mistake many calisthenics beginners make though is that they see the calisthenic skill and then they spend so much time attempting the skill on repeat for months at a time. But by focusing on the simple compound movements that we talk about ad infinitum on this channel, horizontal and vertical pushing and pulling, we can build significant muscle and dispel the myth that you cannot build muscle through calisthenics. Through the specific muscle that we then build, we can then use skill-specific exercises to develop the familiarity and strength in the motor patterns to learn a calisthenic skill. That order, not the other way around, is how we become efficient at becoming muscle builders. But crowd, I want to know if you're looking to build muscle through calisthenics. How's it going for you so far? Let me know down in the comment section below, and crowd, I'll see you in the next one.